Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Jyoti Prakash and let's get into the video. First of all, let's look into Bank Nifty 1 day candle chart. After that, we'll going to look into in 15-minute candle for any trade. But before taking any trade, we need to identify the trend. So for that reason, we are looking 1 day candle chart. You can also look into weekly candle for in better trend confirmation. In one day candle chart, you can see that Bank Nifty looks positive to me, but it did not make that much great positive movement here, like this kind of candles, 1-2% movement or 2.5% of movement. If it shows that kind of movement, then it may go up until 43,000 to 44,000. But it should, now for now it looks positive to me. If tomorrow markets opens flat or opens gap up and if it closes above 41,600, then we can expect some good buying moment here. And tomorrow is your expiry also. Then you can expect some good movement here. And our target will be 42,800 to round level 43,000. For any selling, it needs to opens gap down on or it closes below 42,300 or 350. Then you can expect some selling pressure here also. Now let's look into in 15-minute candle. Here you can see that in 15 candle, today market trades in a zone and it trades in between 42,400 to 42,600. So if tomorrow market opens flat or opens a gap up and if it closes above 42,600, then you can show some positive movement here. But if it opens flat and opens a gap down and if it closes below 42,400, then you can also expect some selling movement here. And we can set our target to 42,300 to 42,150. Okay. And if market tomorrow opens a gap up and if it closes opens above around 42,800 or 40,700, and after that if it shows any negative movement there, then we'll going to take trade for selling and stop loss will be high of that 15-minute or 5-minute candle. And you can set our target for first target to 42,600, next target we can set to 42,500, and third target will be 40,350. But let's assume that if it opens a gap down, so what we're going to do? Here you can see that on the trend line also going here, and if it tomorrow markets opens gap down and if it closes below 42,400 or 42,300, then you can expect some selling pressure here. And as I said, my target will be 40,400 to 40,100 round level. So, but you need to wait for any trend confirmation by opening gap up or gap down, then you will going to take trade for buying or selling. But if tomorrow it opens flat and go continuously goes up, then you can expect some buying pressure here also. Now let's look into Nifty. Here you can see that in Nifty it made a doji candle here and it looks positive to me, but it did not gave me more confidence for any buying if it did not closes above 18,450. So if tomorrow markets opens flat or opens gap up and if it closes above 18,450, then you can expect some buying movement here, and fast target will be round level 18,500 and second target you can set to 18,600. For any selling, it needs to open gap up and shows negative scenario there. And also you can take trade for selling if it closes below 18,350. Now let's look into in 15-minute candle where we're going to take trade for buying or selling if it opens flat, gap down or gap up. In you can also see that it shows sideways movement here for the entire day, and now it trades around that higher zone. So if tomorrow markets opens flat or opens a gap up, and if it closes above 18,400, as I said, we can set some buying pressure here, and our target will be 18,500 round level to 18,600. Let's assume that market opens to gap up above 18,500, 18,550, and if it shows any negative scenario from there, then you can going to take trade for selling, and your target will be 18,500 first. Next target we can set to 18,435, and our third target will be 18,400. And it may happen that it opens a gap down. So if it opens a gap down, it needs to closes below 18,350. After that, you can expect some selling pressure here. But it may happen that it opens a gap down below 18,300. And if it opens a gap down below 18,300 and it shows any positive movement or any positive intent from there here, then you can expect some buying pressure, because previously market continuously goes up by taking support from here, and those buyer who did not take any buying trade, they will all going to take trade for buying. It may happen that market goes up from there. So wait for the trend confirmation for After that you can take trade for buying or selling. So I'm suggesting you, if it opens gap down and opens gap up, please wait for 15 to 20 minutes. After then you can take trade as per your analysis. And now let's look into bank nifty components, because bank nifty components are very crucial for us, because bank nifty components are providing movement to the bank nifty. So if you wanted to make profit in bank nifty options or bank nifty, then it is recommended to you, please look into bank nifty components, because they are the one who's providing movements, as I said. So in first of all, let's look into HDFC Bank. Here you can see that in HDFC Bank it opens flat and goes up, and it closes around for 1632. So it looks positive to me. If tomorrow markets opens flat or opens gap up, and if it closes above 1640, then we can expect some another rally here, and we can set our target to 1650 to 1665. But if it opens a gap down, we will going to wait for 15 to 20 minutes for any trend confirmation. And if it closes below in 1620, then you can start some selling pressure from there also. Now let's look into ICICI Bank. Here you can see that in ICICI Bank, market trades around that zone, which is 1920 to 900 round level, sorry, 920 to 900. So if tomorrow markets opens flat or opens gap up, and if it closes above 920, then you can start some buying pressure here, and you can set our target to 926 to 930. But we're going to wait. If it opens a gap up around 920, it may happen that it opens gap up and shows negative movement there. So we're going to wait for that. But it may happen that it opens a gap down, and if it closes below 905 opening gap down, then we'll going to take that for selling, and your target will be 900 to 890. Now let's look into SBI. You can see that in SBI Bank it made a negative doji candle, and it looks negative to me because it continuously goes down for almost 4 days, and one day it shows positive movement, but now it shows negative movement here. So if tomorrow markets opens flat or opens gap down, and if it closes below 16 around level 600, and if it trades below that 600 level, then you can expect some selling pressure here, and we can set our first target to 595. Next target will be 592 to round level 590. So it looks negative to me, as I said, but you're going to wait if it so closes up above 600 by opening gap up and opening flat. Okay, now let's look into Kotak Bank. You can see that Kotak Bank makes good movement today, and it opens flat and continuously goes up from there almost for 50 points, and it now trades around 1965. So if tomorrow markets opens flat or opens gap up, and it goes up, then we're going to wait for 15 to 20 minutes for any trend confirmation, because you can see that Kotak Bank has resistance from here. The resistance range is between 1985 to 1965, almost for 25 points. So it needs to closes above that for any buying scenario. I'm going to wait for 1 or 2 days. If it closes above that in 1 or 2 days, then we're going to take it for buying. But tomorrow you can expect some buying pressure here if it's continuously goes by opening flat or open small gap up, because it may happen that trend continuation will going to happen. Okay, now trend confirmation, continuation. Now let's look into Axis Bank. Here you can see that Axis Bank trades around that zone, which is 860 to 840, and so now it trades around that higher zone. So if tomorrow markets opens flat or opens gap up, and if it closes above 860, then you can expect some buying pressure here, and we can set our first target to 868 to 874. And if it opens gap down, and if it closes below 850, then you can expect some selling pressure here also, and our first target will be 845. Second target you can set to 840 round level. And this is our last bank, which is IndusInd Bank, and I don't suggest you to take any buying or selling trade here, because you can see that IndusInd Bank range trades in between that range for almost 1 month, and it build up there. And if it opens, if it closes above that 1160 or 1170 level, it may go up rapidly, and it may happen that it opens gap down and it goes down. It may also goes down rapidly. So we'll going for that. We'll going to wait for that moment. I'm sure that when market continuously goes sideways or continuously trade in a range, it may go up or go down someday, because you can see that some buyer are also taking buying trade here, some seller also taking buy selling trade here. So when it closes above that range or closes below that range, those buyer or those sellers got stopped out, and that is the reason market pumped up or pumped down. And when new buyer or new seller added from there, then it may show large movement from that zone. So we're going to wait for that movement. But for now, my suggestion would be, please avoid it for another 1 or 2 days to 2 days for any buying or selling trade. And that's it for today, guys. If you like the video, please subscribe my channel and share it, and bye bye everyone.